Hello and welcome to the Voice of London. It's Friday, the 1st of December. This is your end of week news.
Today is not just any other Friday. December 1st is also International HIV and AIDS Day. There are now over 100,000 people with HIV in the UK. A disproportionate amount of those live in the capital. For decades, there has remained a misconception that gay people are more likely to have and contract HIV. Now, gay men are able to give blood 3 months after last having sex.
However, now more straight people than gays or lesbians have HIV in the UK.
We are here in the studio with Michael Ward, a student at University of Westminster, who, as a gay man, is not allowed to give blood in the UK, and have even been rejected from a clinic in the past when he selflessly went to donate a blood at his local blood drive. Hi, Michael.
Hi,
Welcome.
Michael.
Right,
Welcome. So tell us, Michael, what happened when you went down to your local church and tried to give blood?
Well, essentially, I'm classed as an MSM, which is a man that has sex with men. So I went down around my 18th birthday, just passed my driving test, drove to my local church where we were doing a big blood drive that had been advertised. And you always see these campaigns that want you to go and give blood, it's so important to give blood, everything like that. So I handed my form and a lady comes up to me and she gives me, she awkwardly brings me into this little tent that is set up on the corner. She gives me this talk about how, oh, because you're a man that has sex with a man, we weren't able to give blood this time. She just made me feel really awkward and just a bit, I don't know, it makes you feel a little bit dirty when they say that to you.
Yeah,
it's just
like, so.
just because I'm not a regular heterosexual person doesn't mean that I can't give blood. For example, I'm probably had so much more testing and vaccines than most straight people because in the gay community, they're really forward thinking on how to prevent stuff like that. So there's a lot more information giving to people like me, whereas to straight people, it's the norm, you're not a minority, so therefore they don't really think of it as that much of a problem. It's just kind of turned me away from the whole point of giving blood. I have an O negative blood type, and if you go on the NHS website at the moment, that's what says they are in demand of. So for them to not take my blood, just because I'm a man that has sex with men, it just seems very discriminatory to me, and I think it should be changed. That law should be abolished. Around the world, that is not what happens.
I remember my mum telling me that when I was born in 1995, when the AIDS epidemic was actually in full swing, she refused a blood transfusion just in case, the fear of contracting the virus. So, yeah.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense to me. That does make sense to me. But now it's so many years on, and there's so much more research, and there's so much less stigma around it. Which is, if you've seen the campaigns, the finger campaign, it says, you might have seen it on a bus stop.
Yeah, the tube station.
Give HIV the finger. That's it. Yeah, give HIV the finger. So it's definitely reducing the stigma. But if they're reducing the stigma in a social way, why are the government not going, oh, this is such a stupid, outdated law, we need blood. For example, they need my blood. They won't take it from me. So it's very strange to me that they do that still, and I just feel like the times are changing and they just need to get rid of that.
Some very compelling statements there from Michael, so thank you so much for sharing your story. It's been really interesting. Thank you so much for watching The Voice of London. Have a great evening and
goodbye.
Take care.